Hello and welcome. My name's Rose Smith and I'm here to do your Aries September horoscope. Thanks for joining me. Well, a bit more of a peaceful month than what we've been through in the last few months. This month in September for you, dear Aries. So much going on. So I'm just going to grab my notes because I can't remember a thing these days, and there is so much happening. So, July brought up so much stuff with Mercury retrograde, which is now gone direct on the 1st of August. So for September, you're probably well and truly over the effects of Mercury retrograde. There are, however, the little matters of the eclipses that were in July, the solar and the lunar eclipse. Those effects can be felt for months, and so you might still have some residue or some carryover from those eclipses. But the good news is that you're in for a wonderful month with regard to relationships, and particularly the committed relationships. So this could be like marriage, personal partnerships, business, or even colleagues at work that you work particularly closely with, like on a sort of equal basis, so to speak. So let's get to it, and we'll see what's happening. Okay, so for the first half of the month, we've got Mercury, Venus, and Mars in your 6th house. Now, you're likely to have a lot of physical activity and physical motivation to get out and do things. The 6th house is about your everyday life, okay? Your normal everyday routine and what you get up to. And it's also about your health and well-being. So with Venus there, you're likely to be feeling particularly contented, to have a Venusian glow, so to speak. So you're actually quite attractive to other people and they want to know more about you, which is really lovely. There's likely, with Mercury there in the 6th house, there's likely to be communications and various messages going back and forth. And, as I said, with Mars there, it's giving you a lot of motivation, okay? You could be really inspired to get out into your local area. You might be feeling like, and I don't even like the word exercise, but you might be feeling like moving a lot. Dance, walking, running, that sort of thing. Anything where you use the physical body is really likely to be quite well blessed in September. Okay, but it also gives you motivation for your work and for special projects. And with Venus there, Venus really appreciates beauty. So, you could be doing things, rejuvenating yourself, your appearance. However you dress, you might decide to have a new wardrobe, get some new clothes, particularly if you're in the southern hemisphere, Australia. September is the beginning of spring for us, and so we're becoming more active because the winter is over, thankfully. Yes. So my seat's just going down. That's quite amazing, isn't it? I get everything set up and then it all goes pear-shaped. Okay, that's how it happens. Okay, 13th to the 14th sees the full moon in your 12th house. Now, the 12th house is the house of the goddess. This is where your subconscious is, and it's a very strange place. It communicates in symbols, okay? It can be visual, quite often depending on your learning style. If you're one of those people that responds to visual cues, you could, find yourself becoming more clairvoyant and seeing things in spirit. But, other people have different types of learning styles. So you might, respond better to hearing something. So that would be clairaudience. Or you might be more kinesthetic. Okay, that's clairsentience. That's clear presence with your body. So with these things in your subconscious, they're likely to be coming up. They're coming up for healing and for you to release them, okay? So full moon is all about transformation, and Neptune's already there, so it's particularly spiritual. for you, dear Aries. So it's a time for meditation. It's a time for self-reflection. Get out into nature, the forest or the beach or somewhere like that, alone without your devices if you can, and really go deeply within yourself. Even if you just close your eyes and follow your breath and just allow whatever comes to come. You don't need to be concerned about, judging it or saying, oh, that can't be right, or did I imagine that? Imagination is great, okay? It gets you on the path. So, don't make a judgment about whatever it is you're feeling or you're hearing or you're seeing, okay? Just allow it to be, because your subconscious does want to communicate with you. Okay, so with the full moon there, it's a very spiritual time. Now, the 15th sees Venus and Mercury move into your 7th house. And the 7th house is all about your committed relationships, okay? This is wonderful for committed relationships this month. You may find feelings of love, contentment, peace, and just this beautiful glow about you, so that your partner is, really finding you attractive at the moment. If you don't have a partner, then you may find that people in general are more attracted to you, and you become Mr. or Ms. Popular from the 15th on. The 24th sees the sun going into your 7th house as well, and the sun's all about insight and also happiness, awareness, becoming really switched on to what's going on inside you, and that's giving you a lot of contentment and a lot of insight. You begin to understand why things are the way they are in your life, okay? Because all of this subconscious force is coming up and giving you clues about what you can do to improve your life, okay? Fabulous. The 28th sees a new moon in the 7th house again. So new moons, all about new starts, new beginnings, okay? So if you've been having a bit of a rocky time in relationships or a particular relationship, then this is a great time to start again, to renew, rejuvenate, reactivate a relationship that's very important to you, okay? It's not about casual things so much. So if you just met somebody and you don't know where you are, it's not so much about that. The 7th house, that's more sort of 5th house energy. 7th house is about committed relationships. If you have met somebody a while ago, there could be a deepening in that relationship. If you're already in a committed relationship, ways that could deepen would be a baby, a house, you buy a house together, or you do some sort of very special joint project together that brings you closer together. So that's the astrology part of what I wanted to do. And now what we're going to do is I'll have a look psychically, and then we're going to have a look in the tarot for you. Aries, September 2019, I've got the moon in my face straight away, and there's a lot of chatter. There's kind of background chatter. Your job, if you choose to accept it, would be to tune into this chatter in your mind. Now, you may have a lot of thoughts, racing thoughts, going back and forth, could even be bothering you at night. You can't get to sleep because your mind's turning over and over, mulling over things. They're now showing me a road, and they're saying the path is clear. And so you may have some projects or some desires that you wish to fulfill. And I can see just in front of me in spirit a little bridge, and it's like walking across the bridge, bridging the gap. That's what you're being called to do. Bridge the gap, take some action steps so that you can get on your way and do what you want to achieve. Okay, now let's have a little look here in the cards. And you can see I've got new technology. So hopefully it'll work, because I've had all sorts of things happen where it's been failing. But I think I've got it all right now finally. So I'm just shuffling up the cards. I did shuffle them up beforehand for you. and one literally jumps straight out at me and on the floor. So here we go. It's a Pentacles card. Pentacles is about money, okay, or physical things. And you can see this one is the three of Pentacles. If you can see that, the writing's really small there, but you can see 3 perhaps at the top. 3 of Pentacles, okay, all about physical things. 3 sometimes is about teamwork too. You could be working with other people to achieve things. On this particular card, and this is a very rare deck that you won't see anywhere. People often ask me where can they buy this deck, but unfortunately it's not available. So I had these cards made actually a long time ago, and you can't get the designs for these cards anymore, so that's a shame. But anyway, 3s can be about teamwork, and sometimes, now this is for your discernment, this is not for everybody of course, but sometimes with a 3 you might have like 3 people for example, and one doesn't quite fit in. 2 might get along really well, but the 3rd one doesn't quite fit in. And so just be on the lookout to see if there's any situations where you should maybe bow out. It kind of works. It's like a 3-legged race, so to speak. It kind of works, but sometimes there's just little things that suffer glitches, or they don't go very smoothly at all. So just be on the lookout for that in September. Awesome, Aries. Now we'll go for the second card, and we're coming up with another Pentacle. This is great, this card, the 8 of Pentacles. Again, this is usually about money, and this is money that you earn through your own work, your endeavors, your creativity. So if you've had some financial issues recently, you might find a new job comes up, a promotion, something like that. It's really blessing you for the work that you do, successful work. There's a sense of achievement and a sense of recognition, and you feel really proud about what you've done, okay, in terms of work. And the last card I'll pull for you, dear awesome Aries, oh geez, I'm getting the heebies, is this card, the Strength card. Okay, I particularly relate to this because I love all cats, and particularly the big ones. So this is a line, so it's pretty self-explanatory. Deep inside of you there is a deep well of strength, and nobody has the strength that you have, this particular flavor of strength. You can fight your way out of difficult situations, but strength is with you this month in September. See above this lass's head, she's got the infinity symbol, okay, forever. There's a part of you, your spirit, that will live forever, that will never be dominated, that will never be controlled, that will go on forever and ever, okay? So please do relate to that as much as you can, and pay attention to that, because that's really important. You can plug into that part of yourself anytime that you choose, and know that it's always there. Okay, so I'm just going to have a look again now psychically for you, awesome Aries, and see what I can see. I see the horoscope wheel turning. They're saying it's part of the cycle of life, the things that we all must go through. September, however, does promise to be better than the last few months. Again, I see the little bridge in front of me, and in the middle of the bridge is a big golden key. They're telling me you have a key, and then there's a padlock. You can unlock these parts of yourself that have been holding you back, okay? It's all up to you. They're also saying there's a shovel here, and it's digging a hole. The things of the past that are dead, it's time to bury them. Okay, you don't need to carry the past with you all forever. You know, you can bury these things. They're also showing me like flower gardens and things around near the grave, the potential grave that you're digging with this shovel. So flowers, I know when I see that, it always relates to happiness, okay, and growth. So a month of growth for you, dear Aries. And I do hope that you found that helpful. Please give this video a like and subscribe and click the notification bell. I'm doing regular videos now on all sorts of things of a spiritual nature, some predictions, spiritual experiences that I experience, and sometimes I'm just like, wow, I can't believe that, you know. So, you know, if you're into news or current affairs, I've just done one about Jeffrey Epstein's death, something that happened to me last Saturday night, which was quite shocking at the time that he passed. Okay, so sorry, it's not a pleasant topic, but if you want to know, you know, what I think and what I experienced, please check that video out. And I'd like to wish you a wonderful month, and please tune in for more, because I've got lots more coming. Okay, thank you so much, and bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.